So it's been known for a while now that Google is releasing a brand new streaming device. We know this because there was proof that there was a new device that you could add inside of the Google Home device that was unique from the previous Google Chromecast TV 4K and HD version. But now it seems like we have the definitive answer as to what is the new streaming device that's coming out. And I'm actually really happy to say it is not a dongle. Not that these dongles and Fire Stick style devices aren't great. It's just that they already have the 4K and the HD, and I don't know what they would have really done to make it that much better that it's worth purchasing. Instead, reports from 9to5 Google seem to show that they're going with a sleek box style device with a change in name from Google Chromecast TV just to Google Streamer. And let me know if you guys like that. I don't know. I feel like they could have come up with something a little bit more interesting instead of just Google Streamer. I guess it makes it pretty obvious to the consumer what they're purchasing at least. Now, one of the seemingly main changes to this device is the switch from this small little remote. So according to 9to5 Google, which we don't have definitive answers yet, but they're usually pretty accurate, this remote will be changed. It'll be essentially the same, but they're going to elongate it. So I expect it to be about the same length as probably at least the ONN and the Zomi box, right? So around that length, you'll probably gain at least an inch at the end, which will make it a lot more comfortable because I don't know about you guys, I hate these Google Chromecast TV remotes. They kind of suck. And looking at initial pictures of the Google Streamer, I actually really enjoyed the design. It looks a little bit more futuristic, a little bit more interesting. It's not as boring, but most of all, it looks bigger, which tells me this is going to be a more powerful device. I would think. I wouldn't go and say this is going to be an NVIDIA Shield, right? We're not going to expect a gaming powerhouse from Google, especially with the name that they have given it. But could this be like a Fire TV Cube 3 good? Potentially. Now, some things they did point out is how there's no fabric on it, which means there potentially might not be a built-in speaker or hands-free mode. I don't think that's necessarily true, but I think that's a pretty good assumption, which that part does confuse me a little bit. With Google being one of the leaders in the smart home market, you'd think they'd want a speaker in there so everything kind of interconnects and you have that hands-free experience. The smart home market is really going to continue to explode over the next 10 years especially, so having devices that kind of tie into everything makes the most sense to me. But I think really one of the biggest factors is how expensive are they going to make this thing? Right now, the Google Chromecast HD and 4K are $30 and $50 respectively, and I believe those are US prices, but you guys can comment down below if I'm wrong. If they're going to make this a more powerful device, despite them usually being cheaper to produce, as AFTV News also points out, because of their bigger design, it's not as compact, there's not as many small pieces, it's a little easier for them to actually create the device. But I would actually expect this to be a more expensive device. So I'm expecting somewhere in the closer range of that $80 price point, unless this is a discount device, which I don't see them doing since the HD already exists. And if it's like a Google version of a Fire TV Cube and it's supposed to compete with it to some extent, then this will be a really good option for those of you that want something more powerful in the Google TV interface. And that would make it come in just a little bit more expensive than the ONN 4K Pro box, which would make it still pretty competitive. And I think at a price point where, because of Google's brand recognition, they're still going to get a lot of sales and a lot of people are going to be interested in it, especially if you already have Nest products and other Google Home smart products. So that's it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you have a chance, go follow me on Instagram, X, or Twitter, whatever you call it, and Facebook. We also have our brand new Google TV Chromecast group, so guys, go check that out, where you can learn how to use your Chromecast and ask extra questions. It's also for ONN devices as well. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.